help me, help me, help me before they buy me like Mohbad. Help me before they buy me like Junior Pope. Help me before they finish me. Help me before they end me. The world of wickedness. Mohbad passed away recently, and we started hearing some strange things connected to the industry. We might use the word industry, music industry, movie industry, entertainment industry. But the thing is this, it's about human being being evil and wicked. Yes, even God looked at human being and he regretted creating human beings. Why? Because he left human being with their free will. And we could not understand how wicked human beings became. Well, today it's about actress Motilola. She has something to tell us about another actor and movie director, Kunle Afod. Not so long ago, a man passed away also. He passed away in a mysterious manner. In fact, he took a job that he had to cross the river to get to where the movie will be shot. His name is Junior Pope. He passed away. He was buried some couple of days ago. And we started hearing stories of how he was bullied, how they blacklisted him.
Good evening, everyone. I had to really calm down to do this video because I am boiling inside of me right now. I've kept this thing for over 5 years. This is the 5th year running. A journey to real alone. Everyone, all the powers that be in this industry already know about this matter. Mr. Kunle Afod, please leave me alone. Oh, the fi mi lorun le ko fi career mi lorun le Afod. Kí ló dé kí ni mo ra ngba eti mi o sanwó. Kunle Afod, please leave me alone. They will call me for jobs. You say that you remove me if they want to use you. Somebody just called me for a job this afternoon. As a matter of fact, Yomi Olorunlaye called me for a job this evening. One day, Afod lo ma direct. One day, okay, only for him to send me a message back. Afod sọ pé òun ò bá mi ṣiṣẹ́. Afod kí ló dé? Ṣó ń ṣe ran mọ́ yan ki kokon pa ni mo ní mi bá yín ṣe mọ́. Atọ́dún yẹn èdè insist pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ pè mí ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Ṣé dandan ni kí n bá yín ṣe ni? Ṣé dandan ni mo ní mi bá yín ṣe mọ́? Ìgbà tí mo bá yín ṣe, I knew how your wife was running from pillar to post. This one I want your husband. Hold your husband, please. I knew how your wife was running from pillar to post. Don't bother coming to get kiri gbogbo Instagram. Mo de tún ní mi ò bá iṣẹ́ o de tún ní dandan kó má pè mí síṣẹ́ mọ́. O de lo diyawo ẹ mú kó fi mí lẹ̀. Afod fi mí lẹ̀. Fi mí sílẹ̀ jẹ́ kí n ṣiṣẹ́ mi. Afod fi mí sílẹ̀. Kí ló dé? Anybody that calls me after this video, I've heard about this before. Everybody, first you said Femi Adebayo should not come to my set. Femi Adebayo did not come to my set. Anybody that works with me, okay, bá wọn ṣe. Secondly, you went ahead to tell the PM of Joker. I've heard about this before. Everybody, first you said Femi Adebayo should not come to my set. Femi Adebayo did not come to my set. Anybody that works with me, okay, bá wọn ṣe. Secondly, you went ahead to tell the PM of Joker Jigon's job. Joker kí lorúkọ ọmọ yìí. Joker Ajadi's job. But Thomas Ikpe, come make sure we will see low reset. I have to return the money for that set. This is like the 10th time Thomas Shelley. Afod you feel me le. Feel me see le. 4 years ago, ni mi ti be solo. Ni mi ti be she everybody see be. She don ni bobo. Feel me le. Feel me le o Kunle Afod feel me see le. Feel me le. E ba mi target. To ti ma target kò ní rí ó ti block mi lórí site. Èmi go ni mo kọ́kọ́ block e. Mo ní mi ò bá ẹ ṣe mọ́. Afod kí ló dé Sola mú ọkọ ẹ. Mú ọkọ ẹ kó mú dáadáa o. Mú ọkọ ẹ kó mú gidi. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Desola kí ló dé? Mo mọ bó ṣe mórúkọ mi yà kiri now. Mo mọ bó ṣì tó ṣe now. Mo bó ṣe ń post on Instagram. Àwọn èèyàn mi dọ̀tá mi dè ní. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ wa àti ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ ní ó dẹ̀ nísì ó yá lọ mo ní kó fi mí lọ́rùn lẹ̀ o. Tó bá pa mi síṣẹ́ ní kó jẹ́ kó ṣiṣẹ́ mi o. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? I'm sorry. It sounded like I was ranting earlier, but it's the truth. So many people are in my DM asking me, Moti, why have I not been seeing you in movies? Afod you. If they call me, we say they should not call me. Any reason? Because I no longer want to work with you. I no longer want to be friends with you. I no longer want to roll with you. And it is not by force. Do you understand? A lot of things have happened. I'm sure that many of you have read a lot of vlogs. Anybody to an industry that is a part of the Toba Lo Bo Soro, Toba Sheshen Pè mí nsìn, a jẹ́ pé fẹ́ ṣàbòsí ni. Because a lot of you have heard about this. I personally called I've called people. None of them have been able to find a solution to this matter. So if I'm coming out now and people are saying, Lagbaja knows, that Tamedo that you're saying, that Tamedo self knows. And that is the truth. I don't want to keep mentioning names. I am out here, but they will first start by blacklisting you. At the end of the day, what's endurance is going to me for the past 5 years? But I'm not going to die, Afod. I'm not going to die, and I'm not going to leave this industry for you. Afod, leave me alone. Yo, I have left you alone. Leave me alone, Afod. Anywhere they mention my name, let me walk. Do you understand? You're not God. Oh, they're familiar. For the past 4 years, everybody has been saying, if it's about daily or where come on, if it's about shaking up, or yet you have been obstructing me on so many big jobs that I ought to have been on. And people will come to my DM and ask me, I have not been seeing your movies. Madam, my jacket, Mama Woro. I thought the film is silly. This is a public outcry, public appeal to everyone now. Now that I am being reasonable, I'm being reasonable on industry level. As you understand, nothing has happened. Now I'm coming out to general public and being reasonable. Taba Jote Sebo Shokoto Kono. Hello. Bottom line, Afod, let me be. Thank you.
She has said what she needs to say. The thing is this, Kunle Afod, you are not deaf. You are not deaf. Obviously, you're aware of what is going on and you have chosen this route. From what I could gather from what she's saying, she decided to avoid you. She has not stated that you're a bad man, but she decided to avoid you, Kunle Afod, because of your wife, Desola, who had dragged her and done a lot of things. And for her own sanity, safety, and all of that, she decided to do what? Cut away from you. These things happen in the industry. Whenever a movie director or producer or someone who has been in the industry for a while, when they see someone struggling, regardless of your talent, your ability to interpret roles and all of that, they still want something of you. We've seen countless. The male want to grab something from the female, like it's better I grab what I need to grab from her repeatedly before she becomes a star, because once she becomes a star, she will not need me anymore. And maybe some other top dogs in the industry or some politician or money bag will be interested in her. So let me grab what I need to grab and talk about it so people will know that I got there before these people got there. This has always been their way, their game. Let us take advantage. Let us take advantage. Let us take advantage. Let us grab. Let us take advantage. It has always been like that in the industry. Now, I don't know what relationship Afod and this actress has. They had Motilola. I don't know what kind of connection they had then. If it is more than the movie thing, what they do, their craft, or they had some, some sort of friendship like that. But the way she's screaming and shouting, she's saying, look, I don't want to be part of this anymore. Stick to your wife. Desola, hold your husband, because your husband has been blocking my means of survival. I can no longer feed. That's what she's saying. That big movies, Kunle Afod will call. Hey, please do not associate with this lady. If you want me to direct this movie, if you want me to be part of this movie, she cannot be part of it. And maybe these guys will be like, you know what? Let's rub each other's back. This girl, she has nothing to offer me anyway, and she's not like one of the top. You see, in life, just hope and pray that you become one of the A-list. Imagine Tony Abraham. None of this Kunle Afod type of whatever can tell her, because why? Somehow she was able to break through in the industry. Talk about those people that are cashing out in the industry. It will be difficult for the likes of Kunle Afod to come and say, hey, I don't want this person to be this, because they themselves have become authority. But if you have not taken up roles that are like major and you've not been able to shine through in the industry, you will still be dealt with like this. Look at what Kunle Afod is doing. If truly Kunle Afod, this is what you're doing, because I don't think she can be lying. She said this has been there for a long time. She has kept her head on the ground, on that G. I've never seen Motilola really with any scandal like that kind. I'm not saying she might not be doing her thing behind the scene, but she had kept her head on the ground for a long time. She's even complaining that her fans are asking, hey, what's wrong with you? Have you quit acting? She said she had kept quiet, but it's time for her to talk. Like it's time for her to scream. It's time for her to open her mouth before she ends up like actor Junior Pope, blacklisting, end up like Mohbad, beating all over the place whenever he goes for a show. This is how it starts. We are beginning to see more of this in this our so-called industry, entertainment industry, where some group of people, in fact, they even begin they begin this they've started this society of a thing, like be part of our society, be part of this. If you're not part of us, you will not be able to achieve, you will not be able to attain. How can someone's wife be blackmailing you, rubbing shit on you, and the man in question wants you to ignore at your own peril? If this lady, let's say something dangerous, harmful happens to her, the same Kunle Afod will close his eyes and pretend like everything is fine. But he's behind it all. Like he wants you to continue whilst you are being dragged and dangerous things could happen. So she said she cut off herself from Kunle Afod. She got to realize that having cut herself totally off from Kunle Afod, maybe working with Kunle Afod or being part of whatever it is that they are part of, Kunle Afod decided to blacklist her. Anywhere I am going to work, do not allow her come in. He will even call other actors and big wigs in the industry. Do not feature this lady in your movie. Kunle Afod, she's ready to drag you. She's ready to go all the way. She has put it out publicly. And from the look of things and from what she said, I'm sure you also want to come out to say your own bit. Recently, we saw you going around doing this. You've become a blogger. Oh, what have you become? You moving around asking questions, and we know what you're doing. Be careful, man. Social media can swallow you. That's the truth. Social media can swallow you. If you think you've become a big god, like what with social media, they can swallow you. You know, imagine the amount of hatred, and social media is so powerful, man. It's a tool, it's a weapon. Do not allow it come against you. The karma on social media is so big. So if there is anything that you need to put together, throw away selfishness. You know, throw away selfishness. She has cried out that this is what you have been doing. She has cried out. And it's good that she cried out. It will be on record. Look at Junior Pope. Junior Pope had to take jobs that he was not supposed to take, all because he had been sidelined for a long time. So if someone is to call him and say, climb this palm tree without any protection, just because he needs to survive, there are bills to pay. He needs to feed as a man. He will do it. That is how he passed away. He died. He just died inside of the river not so long ago. Social media became wild on this case. So, Oga, position yourself. All of these guys going around, even women do these things too. They blacklist each other in the same industry. Blacklist this person because you are not ready to bow to them and, allow yourself to be ridiculed and ambushed. And, it is sad. It is so sad. It is so sad. I don't know what you guys think of this, because from the way I'm saying it, she's ready to fight you back. Kunle Afod, she's ready to fight you back, and you might not be able to afford the repercussion, the fight back. And don't forget that there are this situation, you have enemies too. Your enemies will join forces with her to fight you. You have enemies. They will join forces. There are people who will willingly fight you. So put yourself together. You are not the superhuman in that industry. Calling on people, blacklisting people because you want to check what is, in between their legs and they have refused, or they ran away for their own safety because your wives or wives, that's how you guys roll. You want her to endanger herself to please you. So if your wife now cry her, you will now sit down and act like you don't know. You take a trip maybe to the US and pretend like you are not around. Then you do a short video of 5 minutes and say condolence and that this and that, blah, blah, blah. You guys should be careful. Be careful, man. Do the right thing.